Number 6, Lenny Filion. Number 2, Johnny Bushy. Number 4, Rob Millett. And on defense, number 17, Mike Zerlo. And number 9, Larry White. And in goal for the Cougars, number 18, Ron Coulombe. And that's the starting lineup for the Northeastern Cougars. Now their opponent. Number 8, Todd Dwyer. And number 10, Todd Urich on wing. Center, number 9, Kyle Zach. And number 14 on defense, Mike Ingerson. And on defense, joining him, number 12, Bobby Cantwell. And in goal, the Thousand Islands, number 6, Scott Kemp. And now the national anthem. And with that, we start a Thousand Islands Cougar game. Our refs for tonight are Cato and John Wood. He's a newcomer to the Cougar Arena, John Wood. And Cato's been here before. The Cougars coming off a big win. 6-1 win to Alex Bay. It's an afternoon game taped on Saturday, the 27th. And Thousand Island control. Thousand Islands, number 8, Dwyer goes up, dumps it in the corner. Now Mike Zerlo on to Bushy. Bushy can't pick it up. But Rob Nollette's there to help him out. It's over to Filion. Filion loses that, and it's back to Nolet. Nolet to Filion. Filion pushes it in the zone. Into the corner, a lot of hustle. Filion stops. Behind the net. And the net's moved, and the whistle blows. No, there's a puck in the net, and the faceoff will be to the left. of Kemp. And first shot, and it's gonna go! Robbie Nolet off the face-off. Deshaun Bushy picked up the rebound. 1-0. Cougars. 39 seconds into the game, and Johnny Bushy gets a goal. Thousand Island stunned. The first two lines out there, and a goal. And the Cougars control again. Lenny Fleon back in the corner. And it's now number 10. Urak, the defenseman, getting all the way up the ice. Over the blue line. In across, drops it back. Shot, wider than that. Kyle Zach, the center, took that shot. Now it's back out of the zone. Number 14, Ingerson's controlling. And it's now Lenny Fleon for the Cougars. Fleon pushes it up. Fleon again. Back to White. White over the corner. Over the boards. It's Todd Urak again. Urak. When and we have a penalty. There'll be a penalty call on the Cougars. And still Thousand Island controlling. Thousand Island. Bring it all the way back, and the whistle's blown. That's a touch of the puck. So, the penalty will be for tripping, I believe. Number 4, Robbie Nolet. At 13:23 remaining in the first period. Cougars with a 1-0 lead, now go down one man. The face-off will be in Cougar territory, to the left of Coulomb. Corey Stone, Larry White, Mike Zerlo, and Robbie Francis out there for the Cougars. That line having a big night last night. Puck's kept in. Corey Stone kicks it down the ice. It's Francis now controlling to Stone. Stone deep in his zone, killing the time. And he backhands it down. Thousand Island controlling. Thousand Island's number 9, Kyle Zach. Zach over to Urak. Urak slap shot. Coulomb with a big pad save. And it's Robbie Francis pushing it all the way down the ice. And Stone hustling back. Number 7, Matthews. Matthews skates it up. Passes it up to 16. Kittle, he can't pick up, and we have an icing. All the way back down. To Thousand Islands Viking territory. And it's to the left of Viking goalie Scott Kemp. And the Cougars win the faceoff. It's dumped in the corner. Again, Zach skating it up. Zach's seen a lot of ice time so far. And it's Urak letting it go. And slap shot from Matthews. And Dave Castine up along the boards, and it's kept in. Castine, now Eberle around the boards. Matthews keeps it in. Matthews skidding in, a little wrist shot. And Coulomb with a save. Stick save. But number 4, Honeywell for the Vikings is right there. The tap in, Coulomb had to make another save. So the faceoff will be to the left of Coulomb. And Eberle back in the corner. Around the boards. Coulomb with a save. And there was a hand pass. Maybe not. No, the net was off the line. So the faceoff will again be to the left of Coulomb. And we have a line change. Penalties now expired. The Cougars back at full strength with their Bantam line. Taking the face off for the Vikings is number 16, Kittle. It's Larry White getting it up to Steve Wagner. And Vikings control. Rose up to Larry White for the Cougars. That's Mike Zerlo across the red line. Zerlo slap shot. That's an easy save for Scott Kemp. Larry White dumping it in the corner. Wagner chasing. So Chad Welch. Wagner. Losing it to number 4, Honeywell. And still Wagner picking it up again. And Larry White now. White dumping it in the corner. Wagner and Rose chasing it. Now Larry White. White into Wagner. Wagner taking it around, passing it in front. And goes just behind Mark Duffy. Puck shot over the net. And the Vikings break out. Todd Urak again. Urak helped by Zach. And it's a shot by 16. Puck's at the point. And Urak brings it in again. Urak in the corner. Out in front. But nothing's made of it. And it's now Steve Wagner again. Across the blue line. Wagner getting tied down by 2 men. And it's Zach again. Kyle Zach. Bring it up. Now up Todd Urak. Urak brings it back in. Decides to go back in again. Urak still controlling. Leaving it. But Dave Castine picks up. Castine now. Cougars in a line change. Castine goes across the blue line. Castine in the corner. Castine still controlling. Shot. Hits the post. In front of the net again. And Turcotte. The Vikings pass it up to number 8, Todd Dwyer. And the Cougars pick it up again. Cougars up to Stone. Stone. Oh, and he gets hit. The Vikings trying to get a little pass play. But Jimmy Gagne comes over the puck for the Cougars. Gagne now. Shot from the point. And it's the Vikings still controlling. Vikings passing around the point. And Robbie Francis and Corey Stone have a 2-on-none. Francis in. Francis shoots, he scores! Robbie Francis capitalizing on a mammoth error by the Viking defense on the blue line. Playing a tight blue line, just couldn't keep up with the puck. And Francis and Stone going on 2-on-none break. The goalie hopes for a pass, and Francis puts it in himself. So it's now 2-0, 9:20 still left in the first period. Both teams have a line change now. And it's Robbie Nolet into pressure. It's now John Bushy. Bushy with the puck. Bushy over to Nolet. Nolet in. Over to Filion. Filion being tied up. To Nolet in front of the net. Now shoots. It's deflected. Now Nolet again. Back that. Bayshard. Bayshard with a shot. It's on the back of the net. Bushy in front of the net. It's Filion now. Filion bringing it back to Nolet. And it's intercepted. But Brian Bayshard keeps it in temporarily. And then now Nolet. Nolet. Shot. Deflected. Lenny Filion in the corner with 2 men. It breaks both checks. Lenny Filion. Now back to Bayshard. Bayshard gets interfered. It's now number 18. Lennon in for a long break. Carries the full length of the ice. And Coulomb comes up with a save. Winhausen, number 18. Both teams have a line change. On for the Cougars. On defense, Larry White and Mike Zerlo. At center is Mike Boardman. And the Cougars control. Mike Duto can't quite get it out. And Vikings now with a shot. Intercepted. And Mike Zerlo can't quite get it out of the zone. It was around the net. Now back to Duto. Kulo on the pad save goes left of him. Vikings in the corner. Pass in front of the net, it's deflected. Shot from the point. Fake shot from the point. Carries it in. And now Zerlo. Zerlo clears it the full length of the ice. We're stopping play and we have a break. Zerlo simply trying to alleviate some of the pressure applied by the Vikings. And we have a line change. And in for the Vikings, number 16, Kittle. And Vikings with some stick work in front of the net. Shoots and they score. Number 16, Kittle. 3 men in front of the net for the Vikings. All blue jerseys. 1 white jersey. A breakout play by the Cougars was stopped and left them with no defense. Interception caused the goal. So, back in the action here. Vikings control. Vikings into the zone. And it's Larry White up to Stone. Stone takes it across the blue line. Stone's hit. Now Vikings controlling. Matthews doesn't get the pass. And Francis breaks out. Francis across the red line, across the blue line. Francis shoots. And a save by Kemp. Matthews didn't like that. Comes in. It appears that Corey Stone has a penalty. Simply 1 penalty to Corey Stone. The referee, John Wood, obviously had a bad angle in the play and gave white jersey Corey Stone a minute and a half. In the faceoffs outside the zone. And Lenny Fleon intercepts the puck. Matthews getting it all the way over the line. Leaves it for Zach. And the puck comes out. It's now Dwyer. Urak skating it all the way in. Urak still controlling. Urak drops it to the corner. Little give and go there by Urak. And the puck comes all the way down the ice. No icing's called. The Cougars are shorthanded. Now Matthews. Matthews gives it to number 20, Turcotte. Slap shot from the point, and Coulomb with an easy save. The Vikings seem to have a lot of one-man shows here. Dwyer, Urak, and Zach all having rushed the puck the full length of the ice several times tonight. And we've only played 13 minutes and 50 seconds. Excuse me, 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Now, the Vikings, and we have a delayed offsides. It's Eberle. Eberle around the boards. The puck comes out. And number 16, Kittle, losing the puck. And Zerlo picks it up. Zerlo up along the boards. Now Francis bringing it back for Zerlo. Zerlo the slap shot. First full length of the ice, excuse me. Now number 3, Calhoun. Calhoun behind the net. Calhoun over number 4, Honeywell. Honeywell goes into the blue line. Gets checked, but takes a slap shot just in time. It's now Eberle. Eberle in the corner. Eberle losing his stick but holding the man and the puck. Corey Stone in to help him out, and the whistle's blown. We have a holding called by referee Cato on somebody. Holding is called on number 18, Winhausen. So the Vikings and the Cougars have the first power play opportunity of the game. The Cougars, Johnny Bushy now. Bushy skates it in over the blue line. Keeps it in. And it's Rob Nolak. Now Matthews. Shoots it the full length of the ice. No icing. And Brian Bayshard's the first to touch the puck. Bayshard having trouble with number 16, Kittle. Puck's finally freed, and Matthews now icing the puck. A hand pass. Referee Cato called a hand pass. And the puck will be faced off after the line change by the Cougars. Cougars change a full line. And Robbie Francis will be facing off against number 16, Kittle again. And the puck's free. Corey Stone in the corner. Corey Stone takes it away from number 12, Bobby Cantwell. It's now Kittle again. Kittle. Back to Gagnon. And Gagnon and Castine now. And it's Levancher over the blue line. Drops it back for Stone. Stone getting checked. And a Kittle now. And number 7, Matthews. Tripping up Dave Caston and throwing the puck after the whistle. So we have an offsides with 21 seconds left in the penalty to Winhausen. And Robbie Francis dumps in the corner. Francis. And it's Corey Stone in front of the net. Stone shoots. It's deflected by number 12. In the corner. Still Stone. Now Francis dumping it back in. Levancher chases. Levancher along with number 14 again, Ingerson. The puck's freed. And number 8, Todd Dwyer, goes all the way down, and we have an icing. Jimmy Gagnon checks him right at the whistle. And the faceoff will be to the right of Scott Kemp. And the Cougars have a line change while the referee finds the puck. As will the Vikings. And for the Vikings, their starting lineup with Zach Dwyer and Urak, with Ingerson and Cantwell on defense. The Cougars also have their starting lineup. It's Larry White back to Zerlo. Zerlo dumps in the corner. And Filion chases. Now Zerlo again. Zerlo from the point. Skates it in. And it's back to Filion. Filion in the corner. Filion getting checked high. The puck goes out to Dwyer. And Dwyer. Zerlo keeps it in. Over to Bushy. Bushy to Filion. Filion can't put it in the goal. Back to Bushy. Bushy dumps it in front. And it's deflected by number 9, Zach. The puck comes right next to our camera. Oh. Puck deflected by number 12, Bobby Cantwell, and will stay in the zone. So, Thousand Islands has a line change. A shot by Zerl deflected quick. And Calhoun clears the puck. Now Robbie Nolette. Up to Bushy. Bushy across the line. Pushes it in the corner. And Bushy puts it back in front of the net. And Nolette picking it up after a high check to Bushy. Nolette just losing the puck. And the Vikings skated out. Turcotte Bushy now. Over the blue line. Leaves it for Nolet and gets smashed. And we have a penalty. And a little ruckus over on the right boards. Larry White and number 3, Calhoun. Calhoun giving White a high check right to the face. No penalty being called until after both referees called the penalty, giving both men penalties. Both men received double minor penalties for, I would imagine, fighting. And the face-off just outside the zone. It's Corey Stone and Francis again with Zerlo and Castine, this time replacing White on defense. And again it is Kittle, the face-off Stone, 2 big men. And number 14, Ingerson controls. Ingerson up to Kittle, and Kittle leaves it for Matthews. Matthews back to Kittle. Misses the pass. And Dave Castine dumps it out. Puck goes the full length of the ice and will have an icing. So, Vikings having a perfect opportunity for a goal. Some nice passes, but not enough passes. Minute 54 remaining in the first period. 2:36 left in the coincidental double minor penalties. The shot wide of Coulomb. And Francis clearing the puck and getting hit hard. Again, high. Getting hit high. Francis recovering. And puck goes back to Castine. Castine dumps it 4, and we have too many men in the ice. Penalty for too many men on the ice. Cato being very quick, picking up once, I believe number 10. Number 10, Todd Urach, came on the ice and touched the puck before the man coming off the ice actually got off the ice. So there's too many men on the ice, and the replacement touched the puck before the replacee got the penalty. Yep. So there will be a penalty to the referees decide. They determine that it's number 12, Bobby Cantwell. I believe it will be a bench minor penalty for too many men in the ice, and Cantwell will serve the penalty. And Thousand Island's not liking the call at all. And now number 7, Matthews, goes in the box instead of Cantwell. Cantwell wasn't on the ice at the time of the incident. So Matthews goes in to take the penalty. He'll serve the penalty, and the Cougars have a 4-man to 3-man lead. And a perfect opportunity with a minute 34 left in the period, minute 30 in the penalty. So the Cougars could gain that 4 seconds. It might just help them out. We'll see. And it's now Mike Zerlo. Zerlo over to Filion. Filion carries it across the blue line. All the way in, takes a snapshot. And Filion again, crossing it. Oh! The goalie couldn't cover up, and Nolet tried to flick it in. And it was just deflected. The puck was out of bounds. The faceoff will be to the left of Scott Kemp. Rob Nolet taking the faceoff against Todd Urach. Castine over to Zerlo. Zerlo big shot. Deflected by Urak. It's Filion in front of the net. Shot, we got a goal! Rami Nolet. Rami Nolet. Shoving it past Scott Kemp. Letting Filion do a lot of hustle. Todd Urak gave up after the shot by Mike Zerlo. Filion came around the net, passed it to Nolet, and Nolet shoved it in. So the teams go back at equal strength again. So Cougars only using 24 seconds of that penalty. And their advantage popping in the goal, and it's 3-1 Cougars. A minute 10 left in the period. And then back at equal men, so there'll be no icing. We have a delay while they fix the penalty clock. The referee explaining something to the Thousand Island coach, and we start to play again. Number 9, Kyle Zakin to take the face-off with Dwyer. Urak on his left. Number 6, Rose, and number 14, Ingerson behind him. And Rose over to Ingerson. Ingerson up to Dwyer, to Urak. Urak skating it all the way in. Over the blue line. Urak tries to get to Zach. And the two defense are tripped up. And we have a penalty on the Cougars. Mike Zerlo's hurt. And we have a penalty. It looked from here that the Cougars were tripped up. But apparently they gave a penalty to the other defenseman for tripping, and the first aid box goes out on the ice. Mike Zerlo seems to be seriously hurt. He's had a couple nice shots, a couple assists tonight. A couple assists this weekend, not tonight. So 52 seconds remaining in the first period. And then you see blue jerseys and white jerseys huddled around Zerlo. So with 52 seconds remaining in the first period, Mike Zerlo's still hurt. Both teams leave the ice, go to the locker rooms, and we'll have the ice redone. Start the second period with 52 seconds extra on the clock, and hope that Mike Zerlo feels a little better. Starter, the end of our first period, 52 seconds, and the start of our second period. You see Ronnie Coulomb waiting. Playing a really good game tonight, letting in one goal. 3 men on him, and he let in the goal. Not much you could really do about it. And the story on Mike Zerlo. Mike was cut underneath the chin. He went to the medical center for stitches. He might be back. We'd like to get a word with him if he does. And we start off the end of the second period with a penalty. And the Cougars are down 1 man. It's now Todd Urak again. Over to Zach. Zach. Little shot deflected. Now number 18, and Zach. The shot. And a big save. Face out to the right of Coulomb. Big save by Ronnie Coulomb. And it's Ingerson now. Ingerson. Over to Canwell. Canwell slap shot. Cantwell slap shot goes just over the right leg of Ronnie Coulomb. A lot of speed, a lot of momentum on that shot. and Coulomb just couldn't handle it. So, that ends the Cougars' penalty. And the teams will be at equal strength now. And it's Urak controlling. Urak. All the way down the ice again. Urak into the corner. Around. Leaves for number 12, Cantwell. Cantwell takes a shot. It's now Stone going behind the net. Stone. Push it out in front. And it's stopped. And it's Glenn Levancher. Glenn Levancher leaving. Urak picking up. Urak over to Zach. Zach pushes it in front to Urak, and the period's over. Coulomb with an easy save at the end of that period. And we now start the second period. Right down in front of us, you see Ronnie Coulomb just letting it go. It's 3-2 with 42 seconds remaining in the coincidental double minors. Giving to Larry White and number 3, Calhoun, in the first period. And Lenny Flay and Jim Gagnon giving Coulomb a little bit of encouragement. Get him back on track, get him mad at himself again. Get him pumped up. Makes a couple more nice saves. We also see Robbie Nolet and Mark Eberle down there talking strategy. We have a break while the referees talk to the scorekeepers. This is again the Thousand Island Vikings against the Northeastern Cougars. And there you see the time, 15 minutes. The start of the second period, 3-2 Cougars. And we start the second period. John Wood, the referee, motioning to Coulomb and to Kemp. And to the score box. Dropping the puck. Thousand Island controls. Ingerson to Cantwell, up to Matthews, and the shot. Eberle now. Around the boards and the point picks it up. Slap shot. And it's Lenny Fleon on the blue line, digging it over the red line. Wing into the zone, and he brings it all the way in. Tries to leave it for Rob Nolet, but it's intercepted. And then both penalties will now expire. And teams are at full strength, 5 apiece. And it's Kittle. Kittle with a weak shot in front of Coulomb. And it's Matthews. Matthews dumps it in the corner. Kittle never really chase. Kittle comes out with the puck. Kittle still controlling. Kittle. And Rob Nolet intercepts the pass. Nolet getting checked, brings it across the blue line. And Kittle again, all over the ice. Now Johnny Bushy in Viking territory, getting checked. And Eberle dumping back into the corner. Eberle. Bushy and number 14, Mike Ingerson in the corner. And there is a penalty. Holding. Mark Cato calls a holding penalty on, I believe, Ingerson. Yes. The penalty goes to Mike Ingerson, the defenseman, for holding. And the Cougars have a having one-man advantage. And Dave Castane's tripped up. High sticking. And the puck will be dropped inside Viking territory once again. High sticking was called on the Vikings. The Viking defender touched the puck. Above his shoulders, his stick. And the shot from Larry White. Gloved down and dropped by Scott Kemp. Faceoff will be to the left of Scott Kemp. And Glenn Levancher goes in the corner. Levancher doesn't come up with it. And it's Urak again. Urak around the boards. And Dave Castine with the puck, taking the man, getting tripped up again. Winhausen. And it's now Glenn Levancher. Levancher in the corner. Levancher sees Nolet, but he can't get it to him. Sees Filion, and he can't get it to him. Who is that? Francis. He's Francis and can't get it to him. Oh, Kittle now. Winhausen. Around the boards, and it's Dave Castine. Dave Castine gets checked hard. Urak fighting it out with the referee, getting checked by Dave Castine. Picking up the puck. Urak with a nice stick handling. And a shot and a save by Lonnie Coleman, another save. And Urak knocks Dave Castine down after the play. Dave not liking it. Urak obviously frustrated with his little bow with the referee. And then getting hit by Dave Castine. Takes that out on Dave on that play. And there you see Dave Castine skating to the bench. And the faceoff will be to the right of Ronnie Coulomb. Brian Bachon and Mark Eberle on defense. And Nolet wins the faceoff. It's over to Filion. Filion being checked by Kittle and drops it back to Mark Eberle. Cougar setting up a play. And Bushy now. Bushy's over the line. And the puck's shot back by number 3, Calhoun for the Vikings. And it's now Dickie Bayshard. Bayshard skates it up. And Bushy's picked off by Matthews. It's Kittle along the boards. Shot by the Vikings. Number 20, Turcotte skates in. It's Kittle. Kittle over to Matthews. Matthews doesn't pick it up. Coulomb with a save. It's up in the air and Coulomb comes down with it. Slap shot was by number 6, Rose. Helping him out on defense is number 3, Calhoun, who's coming off a double minor with fighting. And Robbie Nolet take the face off. Nolet over to Bushy. Bushy losing it. And it's Matthews again. Matthews stopped by Eberle. Eberle still with the puck. Out to Bushy. Bushy push it up to Nolet. Nolet skating it over the blue line. Shot. And Filion shoots. And it's deflected over the net. Filion with an open net. Just touched by Scott Kemp, and it goes out of bounds. So the face-off will be to the left of Scott Kemp. That very lucky goaltender. Robin Nolet takes a face-off. And wins it. Back to Filion. Doesn't see Eberle and misses him by a few feet. And Eberle dumps it back up to Bushy. Bushy loses it. And it's Kittle. Kittle over to Matthews. Matthews, slap shot. Stopped by Coulomb. It's on the back of the net. A quick whistle. The face-off will be outside the zone. The Vikings shot it, put it on the back of the net. so it'll be outside the zone. Cato with the quick whistle. Puck just come off the net as he blew the whistle. But he holds his position. Both teams have a line change now. And for the Cougars is line of Francis, Stone, and Levanter with Gagnon and White. Gagnon replacing Zerlo. And he's still at the medical center. And Gagnon a little pass and goes to Urak. Bad pass. Zach missed it. It goes all the way down the ice. And it's number 18, Winhausen. Levanter in the corner. Levanter still controlling the puck. Levanter trying to get the Stone, but it's intercepted. Puck's in front of the net. And number 14, Ingerson, skates up with it. Ingerson in front of the net. And Jimmy Gagnon comes up with it. Passes up to Levanter. Levanter skates down the ice. It's 3-on-1. Levanter shoots. And Scott Kemp with a save. Scott Kemp making that shot look easy. Levanter had the corner. Kemp pulled the goal away from him. So, the Cougars putting on their Bantam line. Out on the ice now is Mark Duffy, Chad Welch, and Steve Wagner. Jim Gagnon is still on the ice. Larry White coming off and being replaced by Dave Castine. And it's Urak now in a rush. Urak from stickwork and Gagnon stops it. And Mark Duffy puts it out, but it's kept in. Puck slap shot from the point. Gagnon with a dangerous play. Stops it. And we have a penalty. Roughing. A holding. What is it, ref? John Wood a little unsure of the call. Asked the player. Mark Duffy goes off. It's a little strange. The referee blew the whistle when the Vikings touched the puck. You would think by that the Vikings got a penalty, but apparently they didn't. What a little hazy on his call. So the Cougars go down one man. And it's Zach, Urak, and Dwyer, the starting lineup. And it goes back to Matthews. Matthews up to Dwyer. Dwyer still controlling. And it goes back to Matthews. Matthews back to Dwyer. Dwyer over to number 3, Calhoun. Calhoun across the front of the net, and Coulomb covers up. Calhoun with a shot with no angle right across the front of the net, and Coulomb comes up with it. Obviously hoping for a little deflection there, part of Calhoun. Quick face-off, and Francis wins it. And we have a whistle. Cato didn't like something in that. So the Cougars have another face-off and lose this one, thanks to referee Cato. And Jurak seeing it all the way in. Now the Cougars coming out. Stone against Zach. Kyle Zach. Zach into the corner. Stone still on his tail. Stone fighting it out. And kicking it out to Francis. Francis pushing all the way down the ice. Towards Zurak. Urak, Zach, and Stone fighting it out in the corner. Stone coming up with it. A lot of hard work in the corner. And the Vikings. Urak now killing the Cougar penalty in his own zone. Brings it up. And it's Dwyer over to Zach. Zach Skates it in. Shot. And right over the right glove of Ronnie Coulomb. And we have a tie game. So, the hazy penalty called by John Wood. The face-off called back by Cato. And the shot by Zach gives us a tie game. 3-3. 8:41 left in the second period. Still a lot of hockey left to play. And both teams are back at full strength. Robbie Nolet, Lenny Filion, and Johnny Bushy. In for the front line of the Cougars with Dave Castine and Brian Dickey Bayshard on defense. Referee seems to be ready now, and we have the puck dropped. It's again Kittle skating in. Slap shot. That wasn't. And it's Lenny Filion. Filion across the blue line. And it's the Vikings being checked by Nolet. And we have a whistle. A very quick whistle by John Wood. The puck was free when he blew the whistle. And Nolet now pushing it in front, but it's intercepted. Lenny Filion back to Bayshard, and Bayshard is intercepted. And Dave Castine with a nice play. Slap shot. Wide of the net. Deflected by his own man. It's now 19. Shot. Coulomb with a save, but he's still bothered by a Viking. Number 15, Bazinet. The Cougar defenseman really helping out Coulomb. Getting rid of Bazinet as he was harassing Coulomb. And John Wood giving Coulomb a dirty look. Giving him the evil eye. And it's number 20, Turcotte, in to take the face-off against Rob Nolet. And Nolet wins it. Filion tries getting it out of the zone, and it goes the full length of the ice. And we have icing called with that whistle. So again, nothing done in that play, but a waste 3 seconds. And the Cougars regroup. Well, it's still up against Turcotte. This time Turcotte wins the faceoff. It's a shot off the pole. Off the pole, and it's around the boards. Kept in by the defenseman. And it's Turcotte in the corner. Turcotte leaves it for Matthews. Matthews knocked down. As is Bayshard. And Turcotte in the corner. Turcotte checked by Bayshard. Bayshard leaves the puck for Kittle. Kittle to Matthews. Matthews centers the puck, and Bushy comes up with it. Bushy gets it outside the zone, and we have an offsides. Number 6, Rose, is called for offsides in the face-off in neutral zone. Both teams having a line change. Cougar changed the whole line. And the Thousand Island Vikings change number 15, Bazinet. And it's a shot. Coulomb with a deflector save. Number 7, Matthews with that shot. Would have gone wider than that, but Coulomb with the save. And a bad bounce. And the Cougars win the face-off. Cougars tripped up. Coulomb with a big stick save. And it's still Turcotte. Turcotte still controlling. And it's Eberle. Eberle with the puck. Eberle hitting. Now Matthews. And Turcotte now. Turcotte. Back to number 6, Rose. Slap shot. Save. Number 14, Guyana's harassed. And number 7, Matt. Number 20, Turcotte. And 16, Kittle. And Guyana was off the penalty. team members go on the ice in favor of the Vikings. And the Vikings are on attack. Kittle in front of the net. Kittle missing the net. And it's Turcotte. Turcotte goes behind. And Matthews. Matthews. Back to Turcotte. Turcotte. And Matthews. Matthews missing the net. And it's Calhoun. Calhoun takes it into the corner. Calhoun. Pass it back in him. Pass back. All the way down to the zone. And it's number 6. Rose now. Controlling. Turcotte takes it. Turcotte. Passes it over to Kittle. Kittle. Shot. Boom. Save. And it's Turcotte. Check by Bayshard. And Kittle. Kittle. Being checked. Bayshard holds the puck. The face-off is to the left. About to both teams. The line change. With no penalties on the board. All men on the ice. Both teams back in full strength. John Wood calls a penalty for tripping on Migano. That penalty occurred right in front of the net on Todd Durack. Interference or tripping. Either way, it's still a penalty. And Jim Gagnon goes off knowing what he did. And you almost have to sympathize with the referee. It's a hard job. It's nice to have hindsight and be sitting up here behind the camera in the stands. But they have to do it instantly. And Dave Castine's trying to push on the ice. But it's fucking stopped. Now Urak feeds it in. And Mark Everly. No penalty is called. Cato is halfway up. Puts it back down. And Urak now is fucked. Urak. Slap shot. Right over our heads. And Mark Everly swings the puck all the way down the ice. 54 seconds still left in the penalty. Gagnon. So, puck comes out in the zone, back in the zone, and Urak still pulling. Now Lenny Flahan takes it over. Brings it out, and all the way down the ice. Number 14, Mike Ingerson. Puck up to Durak. Durak drops it back. Canwell pushes it up to number 9, Miles Zach. And Calhoun with a shot. Bring it all the way in. Coulomb with the pad save. Urak now. Urak. Shot deflected. Zach controlling. Zach getting into the corner. Dropping back and Francis intercepted. Francis is hooked. And we have a penalty. John Wood calls a penalty. Right in front of him. And the Cougars will have a minute and 24 seconds with a one-man advantage. I believe 6 seconds still left in their penalty. Gagnon. Team 3 will be even for 6 seconds as Nolet zone on the front line with Bayshard and Castine. Matthews are on the Vikings. Puck goes the length of the ice, and there's no extra call. The Cougars now with a one-man advantage. And the puck goes the full length of the ice, no icing. Castine and Matthews. Castine comes up and then gets checked. Corey Stone. To Nolet. Nolet. Finds Gunn. Finds the launcher. Stone in the box, and now it's Nolet. Nolet in the backhand. High to the Dave Castine with a nice play. Kittle. Dave Castine has a high sticking. And no penalty to Kittle. As of yet. So, Dave Castine goes off. Cougars not getting a break in this game. Just a minute. Just a minute. A little less than a minute. With the man advantage. Now I'll go back to defense. And the Vikings will have a 1 minute. 1 minute advantage in 32 seconds. Puck goes into Cougar territory, and we have a penalty on number 18, Winhausen. Interference. Forwards don't know how to break. Winhausen took it out without the puck, and a penalty is called. Excuse me, it's not Winhausen. It's number 6. Rose drawing the penalty. 52 seconds in the second period. The Cougars now with a 1-man advantage. Puck goes all the way around. Calhoun looking to Larry White. White dumping in the corner. And the puck is shot down. Full and good. Coulomb trying to stop it. And Urak with a lot of power. Stopped by Rob Nolet. Intercepted. Calhoun comes in. Calhoun goes around the net. The puck off bounds. As I believe Todd Urak goes into the net. Urak, you see there, hanging onto the net for dear life. Over the top of Coulomb. And the whistle is called. Coulomb's helmet comes off. And the referee notices that the net's offline. So we have a break in the action here as referee Cato is now up with John Wood. That's the net. The Cougars now even. And they will be for 57 seconds. There was a penalty apparently called on the Cougars for not playing when Urak went to the box, went into the net. Larry White went to the box. The Cougars now short-handed instead of an equal strength. Slap shot way wide of the net. It's on the back of the net. Brings the puck outside the zone. Seconds remaining the second period to play. And Francis wins the face-off. Francis back to Everly. Everly gets to the center ice. And it's Matthews. Matthews takes it in over the blue line. Matthews still controlling. Little snap shot. And it's back to Calhoun. Calhoun with a shot. Deflected by Gagnon. And Everly throws the full length of the ice. And that's the end of the second period. So, score tied 3-3. No time remaining on the clock. Penalties to Larry White at the end of the second period. One for the Vikings and another for the Cougars. And we start this third period. Score 3-3. A lot of skating room. 4 man on the Vikings. 3 on the Cougars. Rock. Brian Bates is up and skates off the ice and is under his own power. Mike Turl now. Word of Mike Turl. Came back from the center. He has 12 stitches in his neck, and he won't be able to play for 2 weeks. So that's a big loss for the Cougars. Big man in defense. There's Zerlo in the green jacket. The Cougar bench. Came to support the Cougars. Maybe they can win this game for him. 5-4. Still got 7:43 left in the third period. It's possible. And the referee gives us some bandages to the neck of Mike Zerlo. He was cut underneath by the skate of number 10, Todd Urak. Urak feeling badly. Talking to him after the game. Talking to him after the period. And we seem to have some confusion. So we start the game again. To the right of Coulomb, and the Cougars control. Cougars, Lenny Flayan. Losing the puck, and Urak controls. Urak. To the Cougars, and Johnny Butcher pushes it up. Matthews for the Vikings. Leaving for Kittle. And it's back to Dave Castine. Castine pushes it up to Bushy. Bushy. Over to Turcotte. And Turcotte skates it in. Turcotte with a shot. Deflected by Castine. Castine. Puck out of the zone, and Rose stops it, gloves it down. Castline over to Filion. No let. Nice pass. Filion's hit hard. And Matthews to the break. Matthews gets all the way down the ice and takes a wild shot over the head of Coulomb. And then Filion tries to get out. Tim Gagne gloves it down. Gagne trying to get it to Lenny Filion, and just couldn't keep his stick on it. Just couldn't get his stick on it, and the puck goes icing. And number 12, Hackwell can stop it. And number 15, back man. And Chad Walker. know I can get the face off. Jurak. Slap shot. And that's the game. Todd Jurak with a slap shot beating Ronnie Coulomb. And they get the game. The whole team on the ice. Congratulate Todd Jurak. Jurak had a lot of rushes. I think one goal. This one being his second. And the game winner. So, 4:52, we only used 8 seconds. And that's the game. South Island wins it 6-5.